want to rush the mail, man.
What is up, everybody? We've got nobody in the chat. Yes.
Oh, I was about to say, I thought we were live for a minute. I was like, oh,
No, we're not live. We're live now. What is up, everybody who's gonna maybe see this notification and be coming in anytime soon? Let's hang out with the Kang out. I am gonna drop the link into the chat. If you want to get in, you can get in where you fit in. Make sure I'm pasting the right thing. I don't want to paste any other links that I might have clicked on earlier.
Honestly, this is where I fit in. Like, with a more chill atmosphere, I kind of like the idea of, like, kind of like how the low grades do it. Just, that's where I feel most comfortable, is just talking with people, like, in this atmosphere, instead of, like, having, like, a format, I guess you'd say.
Yeah. And I like lives. I hardly put up, like, the only time I put up regular, like, actual, like, pre-recorded stuff is if I'm doing, like, contests or, like, you know, some little update to the channel maybe or something like that. But other than that, it's all live and hanging out. What's up, K-pop? How are you doing? The link is up.
K-pop.
You want to jump in? We tried to get upgrades last night, and you were not having it.
Yeah, we tried.
She's talking about earlier, we had a bunch of bots come in to Gray Man's Cover Slingers and start dropping links. So, yeah, it was all those look at these people naked things.
Oh, God.
What's up, Slim? How are you doing? Links in the chat.
Hey,
buddy.
Slim, how are you?
We're just hanging out and showing stuff off.
All right. Let me sit down in my closet. I won't lie. I am literally sitting in my closet here.
Got her packed.
Yeah, it is.
That's how I started. Was I didn't even have a short box. I had a shelf in the closet, and I was dating a girl at the time, and she's like, "Well, you can have this shelf for your comic books." And I was like, "Cool." And I remember having a stack like that, and I was like, "That's so fucking cute."
Yeah, I mean, we all started somewhere, and I think we always have to keep that innocence in mind. Don't chase too much, and don't take anything too seriously, because I don't ever want comics to become drama for me. I mean, all of us know that some of the, there is some drama in the community, and I'm just like, go the opposite way, man. I just want to have fun, enjoy comic books.
Most of the new stuff I read, I just give away because after I read it, because I don't want,
Yeah, that's cool though. I mean, like, because there are some people that's what they do as moderns. They enjoy modern, and I'm all for it. Whatever you like, and take them if you want them.
I collect old stuff or read the new stuff.
Yeah. No,
and if it ain't gonna make the collection, I just put it in a box and give it away, because I just don't want to, like y'all said, 40 short boxes laying around.
Yeah, exactly.
I gotta love it for it to make the PC.
Oh crap! I just got a message from the fantasy football league from the comic book community that I'm in. Oh crap!
Who's your quarterback?
My quarterback is Jalen Hurts, and I auto picked everything. I was at work, so they had to auto pick everything. What's up, Sean?
Hey, what's up, Tyler? How you doing, Ross? How you doing, Dope?
Hey, Sean.
What's going on, buddy?
I knew something had to be up when you're like doing your weekly hauls at 7, 8, 10 o'clock at night, and I was like, what the hell? His schedule must have changed.
My schedule got changed. Yeah, I'm working 7 to 3:30 p.m. now. But that's my orientation. It's 6 months orientation, actually. It's pretty long. So, but after that, after my orientation, I'll be doing 11 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. So my hours will change again.
Oh, we blowing up now. Oh, here we go. What's up, Epiphany Card Collector?
Hey, Epiphany.
From New Zealand.
Ethan.
Links in the chat. Werewolf by Lunchtime. Links in the chat if y'all at the top if y'all want to jump in.
Hey, Werewolf. So what you guys have been collecting so far?
Oh, God. Oh, that's a loaded question. Oh, man. I just got my haul in, so I got
I mainly collect all horror. I haven't got any. I read maybe 6 titles that's out right now. The rest is all old pre-code and 70s horror. So
Well, you did
nice.
say you got the Predator #1 Peach Momoko, and I did as well. I was like, that is like I looked at it when I got it, and I was like, this is Momoko.
Yeah.
How did she?
Couldn't believe it,
Yeah.
and it gave me even more like a newfound respect for her. Not that I didn't like her, but there was like the versatility. You could finally really see it because I wouldn't have guessed it was her.
No.
So, wow, incredible, and I think that just speaks to her awesomeness, for lack of a better word.
What's up, John? How are you doing?
Evil. What's
Hey,
up,
Mike, how you doing?
Links
Been
at
a
the
while,
top.
Mike.
Links at the top if you want to jump in, hang out, show some stuff off. Evil, I know you just got back from a con. I know you got stuff.
Yeah, that is so sick. Wow.
It kind of reminds me of the old one though.
Holy shit. Okay. Okay.
Homage? What the hell?
Oh, this
Yeah,
is
this is 80s, so yeah,
there
it's
must
kind of
be a poll. There's a poll there, an artistic poll. I think she probably used that for reference. It looks like.
yeah. There's more detail on hers. I think I like hers better, but it's kind of an original.
Oh man, who did the original?
I have no idea. 1989. That's the original Dark Horse run, so I don't know. It's #2 issue.
I like the Dark Horse runs. The Dark Horse runs are actually pretty nice.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, since we're there, if you don't mind, I just picked up a couple Predator books as well, so might as well show
There
them.
you go.
Nice.
Dark Horse, so.
It's so great that everybody's into Predator like I was into Predator.
Yeah.
God, it's so great.
I'm new as far as like, well, I like the first two movies. I still have not watched Prey, but I've heard it's really good. So I decided to pick these up just based off the cover art, and I really don't own any Predator comics. So I was like, right on. So
Nice,
dope.
yeah.
Start this off with Predator, and I'll go with some Predator. Cool.
Nice covers. I haven't seen the Hulu. We don't have Hulu, so I haven't seen was it Prey yet?
Yeah, I loved it. I thought it should came out in the theater.
As soon as I get paid, I was hoping it was on Disney Plus because I just got Disney Plus to start watching She-Hulk.
Yeah,
and I'd jump on for that.
Oh, look at that one.
What did you get?
Yeah, that's a Dark Horse one too. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Dark Horse.
Holy crap. That's
awesome.
Oh, kind of like this one. I got this one signed by Dave Dorman right there.
Nice.
Yeah, he's the cover artist for. Wait, there we go. Yeah.
Hey.
I'm using my phone, so I'm like moving around.
So am I.
Oh wow, you can see the whole room this way. Jesus Christ.
Oh whoa, that's a great. Oh man, I wish I had a room.
That's my wall right there.
You mean your shrine? Your whole room's a shrine.
Yeah, that's my slabs.
Oh yeah.
Look, he got
some Star Wars stuff. This is where I usually do live. Is like right there. Right there. I got some slabs and stuff. That's my stuff.
I'd pick my camera up and spin it around, but the last time I did that, it disconnected me.
My room got so clustered now. It's like when I first started this room, it's like empty. Now it's like here, I can show you guys like all filled up. It's like down here, got all short boxes and long boxes. And all the way there, that's my table. I did stuff. And over here, it's like all filled up. Like, dang.
Well,
that's a collector's life right there. It just
dig far enough back on my Instagram. I think I showed it. This room started out with those three long boxes.
I do remember that. I remember.
That was all that was in here. And then a desk, computer. I had my computer in here. I got a desk, and then the next thing I knew, shit was
the first room tour we did, it's like, well, it had like the wall and stuff. It was bare, but now it's like it's all clustered and cluttered here. So many stuff here.
Yeah, it's hard to believe that Predator's been out 35 years.
Yeah, that's pretty long.
Yeah. Never really thought.
When Arnold Schwarzenegger came out with that Predator, that was like, wow, that was like awesome. That's like first time I got hooked on Predator was when Arnold Schwarzenegger's movie came out.
Yeah, everybody was in that. What's his name? Who played Apollo Creed?
Yeah,
I know who you're talking about. I can't think of the name.
Yeah, I can't think of his name. He was in
Carl Weathers.
Carl Weathers, yeah.
Oh,
yeah. And Jesse Ventura was in it.
Mm-hmm. Jesse Ventura.
Dylan, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
And the whole spitting tobacco thing and everything like that, which is great because he was like, I think he he even said that they wanted the character to smoke, and he was like, "I don't smoke," and they was like, well, "We want him to do something," and he was like, "I'll do chew,"
Yeah.
and so like he chewed for like 6 months, and he was like, as soon as I got done, I went to the dentist and was like, "Give me a deep clean, baby, because this is nasty."
My favorite character in the first one was Mac. Y'all remember him? Bald head dude that shaved the whole time.
Oh yeah, he's been in a whole bunch of stuff too.
Yeah.
I don't remember his name either.
Yeah, it was a great movie.
Jesse's
Part
body.
two sucked. Part 2 was awful from LA.
Yeah, I didn't really like that one. It was okay though. I like the Predators in there though.
Parts of Prey goes with that though. It ties together.
Oh,
I don't want to give it away. but,
Carl
yeah.
Weathers was a
Carl
pilot.
Weathers. Yeah.
I love the second one because it was really it was a regular dude. He wasn't a SEAL or anything. He was just a cop from like LA, just trying to not die from this thing. Like, it's crazy.
Did you see Predators where they were on his planet?
Yeah, and it was with Adrian Brody.
Yeah, that was the best one. Besides the original, I thought.
Okay, that's better.
Oh yeah, dude broke the shaver on the razor on his cheek.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, he was intense.
It really was, because they really got into the whole Navy SEAL, like, special forces. They all acted so tough and so scary, and then this thing was just wiping them out left and right. I was like, God almighty.
Yeah.
I remember as a kid, my parents really didn't want me to watch those kind of movies, but I begged to watch the first Friday the 13th movie. And my dad's like, "No, it'll scare you. It'll scare you. It's going to scare you." And I was like, "Come on." And he finally let me do it. And so then I get done watching it, and I was like, "Okay, I think I'm good." So my dad's like, "Well, now I got to fuck with him." So my dad goes out to the shed and takes the blade off his chainsaw, walks into my bedroom, and just and I flipped the fuck out. And he was like, "Okay." And like that night, I was like, "I'm sleeping in y'all's room," and my mom was like, "Wayne, I'm gonna kill you."
Yeah.
That movie fucked with me. I remember the one scene that really got to me when I was younger was when they showed him like the disfigured face when he was drowning or whatever in the lake, and for some reason that was the one when I was a kid that just stuck with me, not the mask or anything.
When he came up and he grabbed her and it showed like stop.
There was something. I guess the makeup effects, man, you really got to give it to him, because I still think it holds up. I think it's a creepy visual of that scene. So I love horror, man. It's like,
I feel like anybody can play Jason though, because there's no talking. You just walk. There's no facial expressions. Everybody's going to Comic-Con. They're like, "I got to get my picture made with so and so." I've never heard of him. They're like, "Oh, he was in Jason 4. He was Jason." I'm like, that could be anybody.
Right.
He was the best one.
I mean, same thing with Michael Myers. Yeah, same thing with Michael Myers.
Yeah.
Well, see, the great thing about those movies, it's like I told people now, I don't watch horror stuff now, and they're like, "Why?" And I was like, "It's all jump scares. Every single one of them is just jump scares." Those movies were
I wouldn't say so.
Like, I mean,
yeah, you go for more like, I don't know if it's like Hereditary and stuff like that. Like maybe more.
Yeah, like, I like pressure. I like for you to put.
I got you.
On me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I like a good jump scare too. I can have a little bit of fun still. So
I don't like things that try to just gore you out constantly.
It's got
to call for it at the right time, and it's fine.
Yeah.
But some things just try to, too much.
Well, I believe like Hostel and Saw, after those happened, it's kind of to the point of like, okay, it's been done. And you always, if you're gonna go that route, it's hard to win over an audience, because we've seen some of the gnarliest shit with those movies.
Yeah.
Hostel was gross. I don't know. I didn't like it. Hostel
is a bit over the top, right?
Yeah, a little bit over top.
Yeah.
It was those twist, like for Saw, it was like the twist ending like thing. I love
that first one. Oh wow, you can't beat that twist ending. The acting was not great in Saw 1. So it doesn't hold up well, but the ending will always be what it was, even if you know it now. Like, it was at the time great, just fantastic.
Yeah.
So I have been waiting to pop this thing open, and now I think it's a perfect time.
All right.
For me to do so. So this I got from him, Zach Hembray from Hembray and the Satan Sisters. I'm doing a stream with him tomorrow. He's showing his record collection. He had to cancel last minute last week, so he was like, you know what? Give me your address. I'm gonna send you some stuff.
Oh, shit.
He tried to send me a shirt, but he was like, I don't have. He was like, most metal guys are bigger guys, and he was like, I don't have any of the small stuff left because everybody's all bought it and stuff. He was like, so I wish I could send you a shirt, but I ain't got your size. And so I was like, all right, cool. But he said he's sending me some other stuff, so let's see what he's sending me here. Oh, nice. It's inside of it, I bet you money. Yep. Oh, he sent me a few. Oh, holy crap. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah, he loaded this thing down. So this is the album. Hembray and the Satan Sisters, their first album, and he signed it. Oh, wrong side.
Cool cover. Cool album.
It's just Hembray and the Satan Sisters. It's just self-titled because it's the first one he put out. But I mean, you can look at some of the some of the song titles. Long-haired weirdo speaks.
Fuck your religion.
Yeah, and your politics. Like,
all right.
Like his heroes were like guys like Jeff Clayton from Anti-Sane. It's basically punk. It's heavy, loud punk and stuff like that. He busts his head open every show he plays and bleeds all over the place like a stuffed pig. It's all that old school stuff. But he also sent me a bunch of patches.
Nice.
I love me some patches. That's actually really good. I'm surprised I got the detail on that.
When it's that small? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, oh my God. Hembray and the Satan Sisters. And then he got me, ooh, snap. Oh, crap. He sent me a back patch.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. And then, oh my God. That's why I love punk bands, man. Hembray and the Satan Sisters, the Dirty South in Your Mouth sticker. and stick all bent over. So, yeah. Nice. Well, thank you, Zach. I appreciate it, man. I really, really do. What's up? Let's see who we missing because I ain't paying attention. Art Chemist is here.
Yo, what's up, Art Chemist? He was in late last night with us. He stuck it out.
Shop is here as well.
Shady Shop.
Links at the top. Matter of fact, I'll go ahead and drop it again. I'll go ahead and drop it again if anybody wants to jump in. Because we were just hanging out and showing stuff. Anybody else want to go up next? Say word.
You want to see those sports cards I pulled for you?
Yeah, sure. Show me what you got. It's great that like people collect everything.
Well, I don't collect sports cards. Yeah.
I was actually doing a video. I was gonna post my video.
I don't collect sports cards anymore, but I collected sports cards for 30 years, and I sold most of them. But I thought I'd show some of my favorites that I kept. And so, let's see here. What about here is a Lou Alcindor rookie.
Oh, nice.
So that's pretty cool.
Nice.
And
I collected old basketball back in the day. Here's a Bill Russell rookie from 1957.
Man.
Wow. That's nice.
Let's see here.
If you ask Jordan, he's the greatest of all time.
Jordan would be my newest card. That'd be modern to me. Here's a Wilt Chamberlain rookie.
Oh, wow.
What?
This is crazy. He ain't messing around.
Yeah, I know. He's got some nice vintage ones, man.
Of course, he kept all the good ones.
Oh, man. Let's see. I only got 7 on me right now. Here is a Bird Magic rookie.
Nice.
Oh.
Both of their rookie cards on the same card.
Julius Erving, too. In there.
Yeah. Not his rookie, though.
Yeah.
Then we got 2 more. We got somebody caught it a while ago. Here's a Michael.
Oh,
nice.
Oh, man. That's the card.
You got the big ones.
Well, yeah, when I was a kid, that's the card. If you had that card, you had them all. That was the main card I wanted. And the last card, here's a Babe Ruth rookie.
Are you serious?
Yeah, 1.5, but it's Bill. It's Babe, so.
Wow.
Shoot.
Be
that is awesome.
Got here in time, buddy.
Are these some you've had? Are these like have you had these a while, or did you just buy them?
Yeah, I don't even collect cars no more, but
okay. So
I started collecting in '87, so I
wow.
was. And I don't even I dug these out of my closet because I know he collects sports cards, and he's always showing sports cards on here, King Griffey and stuff. So I told him I'd show him some cards tonight.
Yeah, you know me too well.
Yeah, I'm all in horror now. I don't even collect cards no more, but I don't even know what to do with these because my son collects cards now. So I told him I'd give him all these. So one day he'll have all these because he's a big John Morant fan. So
you're getting a request from the chat. Is that Scarlet Witch Migo behind you?
This
No, the Scarlet Witch. Is that a Migo figure?
Where do you
The
see
figure on
Scarlet
top?
Witch?
The red thing above your head.
Oh no, that's Phantom of the Opera.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. And let me show you what I got today for $35 at Walmart. Who do you know that's got one of these? A full-size skeleton.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie to you. Give me like 15 minutes. It's downstairs. I have the same one, dude.
Yeah, I got this. I saw my wife sent me to Walmart today, and I brought this back, and she just rolled her eyes. But yeah, they got full-size skeletons at Walmart now, so this will be there somewhere for a long.
I put mine in my wife's car before she knew I got it, so I put it in her passenger seat and buckled it up. That was like 5 years ago, but I thought it was funny.
nice.
You're like me. Like if I see something really cool during the holidays, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna bring that home.
Yeah, I was walking around Walmart with that, and everybody's like, "What an idiot!" I'm just walking around with that and some like washing powders.
Oh man!
I bet.
All right, guys. I gotta head out. My wife is calling me. We're supposed to be going out.
All right,
I'll talk to you guys later.
All right, have a good
All right, have a great night, guys. Bye.
Yeah.
What's up, neighbor to the north? How are you?
neighbor to the north. What's up, man?
Here's a free code book I just picked up.
Ooh,
Hold on. Oh, there it goes. Woo! There we go. See, man, you're gonna get me spending money.
Yeah, no head. I like all this kind of stuff. It ain't too gory, but it you can tell by the way the girl's dressed and everything. It's classic horror and 50s and everything about it I like. So
See, and I think the great thing is you can it's probably really hard to fake that stuff because it's got to be beat up. If you find one that's really nice shape, you're just immediately going, all right, well, what did you, what's going on here? You either kept this stowed away for years in good shape or what's up, Warlord? You have one of those in your hearse. Oh, wow.
Ross, I got a TMT 1 through 25.
You do?
Yeah. And I don't even like it.
What?
Too new for me, but I got them. So if you ever need them,
Okay, well, we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk for sure.
Yeah. One's a second print, but it's autographed CGC. I got 1 through 20. I got them laying around here somewhere if you want to see them tonight.
Okay, I'm curious.
Huh?
I can always use some upgrades.
Okay, he's got it. Yeah. What's up,
going
Ross?
on?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Not much. Just hanging out and showing stuff that we've been picking up and grabbing and all that good stuff. You got anything?
Oh, I've picked up a few things.
Yeah, I bet you did. Oh, I bet you did.
Let's see here. I've got this.
Oh,
Numero quattro?
Yeah, Quattro. I got this.
Oh, iconic.
Also Numero Quattro.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm picking up a few things.
Nice.
So that Captain America 4, my first copy I ever bought, man, it was cheap as shit. And it was because some kid cut out Spider-Man cut out Iron Man from the cover, like perfect square. Probably put it up on his wall, but it was dirt cheap. I was like, well, I'm just gonna buy it. I mean, I can't just let it go.
Yeah. What's up, Chris?
Why not?
My first Avengers #4 I got in the early 90s. Okay. And I walked into my comic shop and my dealer was like, hey, you've got all of the Valiant books, right? And I said, yeah, I've got a complete run. This was when they were first hitting and they were brand new. Everybody wanted them. And I'm like, yeah, I've got a complete run of Valiants. He goes, I can't keep them on the shelf. would you be willing to like let him go? And I said, yeah, I'll trade you. And he said, all right. He goes, what do you want? So I brought him in. I threw him on the counter. And I said, I'll take Avengers 2, 3, and 4, Hulk 102, and Captain America 100.
No, that's insane. And I wonder who got
pretty well for you.
God.
What's that?
It worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah,
It worked out well.
No kidding.
Hey, yeah, and all those books went when I put my kids through college, but
I did, Arsenio. I did buy it. I bought the test press. For sure. Actually, speaking of, I do have a few vinyl that I did pick up that you were talking about last night. I know I showed it on the low grades, but I don't think anyone's here from that. So
no, I don't think anybody's here.
This is kind of my intro to Straight Edge. Was H2O. This was a re-release album. I got one of their newer albums. Some more New York hardcore. Judge. And I grabbed these really quick because I saw Dope Comics was here, so I'm just gonna some of my favorites.
Oh
just
yeah,
because
nice.
I know what he's into, and I don't have a lot. But pretty much what I'm gonna show is
EC's great.
I love that EC stuff, man.
Yeah, EC's king when it comes to all that. Web of Evil, love it. Yeah, that's awesome.
I like this one. It's a nice bondage cover. I really love the green.
Yeah. Chamber of Chills.
Oh, what? Yeah, that green really pops. Holy crap!
It. Yeah,
this is up my way. That stuff is drying up big time, man. You can't find it.
Drying up everywhere.
It's tough, man. Oh, this was a fun one. It's more bondage.
Yeah, and that's the thing about pre-code horror. You get on there and you can't even find them like on eBay.
You gotta love that jungle stuff, man.
Oh, that's
the
awesome.
Bondage, the bondage covers.
Oh, yeah.
And this guy just looking all dapper walking through these doors.
Oh man,
he got his hands in his pockets. I really like that.
Unknown World, yeah.
I did go into my LCS and pick this up just because I love low grades and it was so cheap. Dirt cheap. That's why I buy low grades. It's complete.
Kingpin's probably my favorite Marvel villain.
Ron, he's wants to know if you ordered that LP from last night.
I did, yeah. I ordered.
You did? I'm getting mine when I get paid. I hope there's one left. We need to do a live stream where we listen to them.
I also bought the literature from Anton LaVey that we were talking about.
Oh, so you did?
I did. Yeah, to compliment.
It's a good read, man. It freaks people out, but it's not a bad read. And
I know. You and I are on the same page. I don't take shit to heart. I'm very just like information, but these are interesting books. I got this for dirt cheap. It's a second print from We Can Be Heroes Comics, signed by Bar himself.
That's a nice book.
About time for that franchise to do something else.
Yeah, I know, right?
Man, Dave, how are you doing?
These are interesting Adam Hughes treasures that I got. Little sketchbooks. Him.
Yeah, them are awesome.
Yeah, so. Sorry for the glare, but I really like this one, the AH on the. Yeah. I don't collect much like slutty shit, I guess we'll call it. My wife doesn't prefer it, but when I saw Adam Hughes and I'd never seen those before, I was like, I don't know if anyone's ever seen one of these. This is so rare. This is Adam Hughes.
Huh.
What?
Adam Hughes doing
Ninja Turtles.
Very interesting. You just don't see much of these. I got this from Fisk Comics. So yeah. That's all I'm going to show, I think, though. That'll do it. So, thanks for checking it out.
No problem.
That's messing me all up, Ross, because my last name's Ross.
Yeah, so I was like, heck yeah. We got to stick together.
That's it, man. Nice to meet you guys. It's my first time actually meeting Tylox.
Yeah.
Tyler, yeah.
After you hooked me up with that incredible deal, where is it?
Oh, is this the... Oh, I thought you were going to pick the Kool-Aid Man for a minute.
No.
No, he sent me.
Yeah.
This and like 4 other ASM books. One of them was 400 Death Vamp May, and then a few other of the 200s that I didn't have. Oh,
remember last night how we noticed that this is an homage to it? I just didn't even put 2 and 2 together.
Oh wow!
This is Eric Goon Powell's newer
Oh,
book.
wait,
But
put them side by side.
obviously, the Hobgoblin, though, man, that's
But
crazy.
yeah, he hooked me up on this, man, and I was just like, I was in shock, man. This community's, I swear, I'm just gonna start buying books from people in the community because I swear to God, that's where you get the best.
Claim the cat, claim Dope's cat, and claim your cat. Better watch out, Big Daddy. If you have a cat, I'm claiming. I'm a cat, crazy.
Oh,
cat.
I've got two.
I've got
a black one and the one.
I got a black cat too, man.
Oh,
I love that.
So do
I
we.
love
Yeah,
that cat.
dude. We all got cats. I love it.
I love that cat.
I'm
Two
actually,
dogs in the house, but that cat is the cool one.
Heck
Yeah, you can't collect horror and not have a black cat.
Yeah,
what's up,
right.
Rob?
Yep.
How are you doing? And Kenneth is here. Nice. Got a nice little turnout. Loving it.
Again, yeah.
Mhm.
This is an oddball that I picked up.
Oh boy. Oh, what's that? What is the cover of it? The new magazine is wide open.
The new Mad.
So what this is this is the first time Mad Magazine became a magazine. It was a comic book before this.
Okay, yeah, I didn't know that.
So it's really what saved DC. Because it went from 10 cents or 12 cents, 10 cents, I guess it was, to 25 cents. And just crazy stuff, you know. And then, of course, it went on to become all that magazine I think that a lot of us probably picked up as kids. But, yeah, before that, it was a comic book. So come to think of it, I think I've got a comic book size here somewhere in amongst this mess.
I love it when it's like that, though. You got stuff everywhere. Like, it's.
Oh, God. I mean, I'll kick the light up a little bit here. I mean, yeah, there's 20,000 books behind me here. But yeah, there you go. So there's an original Mad
What?
EC comic book.
Yeah, I've never seen that.
And then the magazine.
Oh, man, it looks like the old, the old composition books.
Yeah.
Oh,
The old
man.
composition books, right?
Oh, God. They're still everywhere. You can get them everywhere.
But yeah, that's the difference. This was what 1955, number 24, and this one's number 20. So it's like the year before.
Nice.
You know. But
I mean,
the
the stuff we get
that's
now.
hanging around,
Holy crap.
Oh, wow.
talking horror stuff.
Oh, God.
But I mean, I like you were showing off the EC stuff. Here's some Black Magic. Myler, as Tyler calls it, the Myler magic. You know, it makes things look
yeah,
shiny.
Oh, man. Like, you sent me that book, and I was just like, and I've got that, and I've got my first appearance of Rogue in Mylar, and it got sent to me that way. And I was like, man, I know it's going to cost me a fortune to redo the whole thing, but I'm really thinking about buying a crap ton of Mylar and redoing everything. I just hadn't pulled the trigger on it yet.
Oh, man. I mean, you can't even, it's so hard to find Mylar right now. But I mean,
well, I can find it. It's just not cheap.
Oh,
right.
wow.
That's it. This one's kind of bizarre. This has got a really early Pogo appearance, Pogo the Possum. But yeah, this is like late 40s.
Yes, tell them, Chris. Like, it's hard to find that stuff around, man. I don't like South Carolina, man. All that stuff got burned or got thrown away. Oh, this is hard to find it.
It's pretty much
Old-
that way everywhere.
Old war comics, you know. Got a shout out to this came. I picked this up at Terrificon. This came from his YouTube channel is Mark Spector Comics. He gave me this.
Oh yeah.
But
Yeah, I like Mark.
yeah, he's local to me. So man, Terrificon was great this year. I had such a good year. I traded a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1 third print, and I traded a Tomb of Dracula 1, and I ended up walking out of there with Amazing Spider-Man 39 and 40, Fantastic Four 49. Oh, some good stuff.
Nice. Yeah, I need to start getting some horror. I might make next year horror. I might just go for broke.
I got one more EC behind me. Y'all are talking about EC. This is probably one of the most brutal EC covers, I think.
Wow.
Wait
Yeah,
for
there
me.
you go.
I gotta see it.
Ross is like, wait for me. I can't
Yeah,
see.
no. Oh, is he just a freaking like wheelbarrow full of parts?
He's chopping them up in the bathtub.
I
Chopping
love
them up in the tub.
It's a date night.
And this right here, Ross, what do you think's in this?
It's gonna be a TMNT book, ain't it?
Well, there's the first 4 in here.
Oh my god.
So you got 4 of them in here.
Oh yeah.
But you got there's your second print, number 1.
There you
Oh,
go.
it's 8.0 too. Damn.
And it's signed or whatever down here. And you got the little. I knew Ross liked these.
Oh, they're all signed.
That's one I've never owned right there.
That's a first print, and then this one's a first print, and it's signed too somewhere.
There you go.
God,
And
Those are high grades.
there's
The thing I hate about these books is they don't fit in anything.
yeah, I agree.
No doubt.
They're too
Yeah.
big.
Yeah.
So, whoop. So much for that case. My Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle story. I was stationed in San Diego when I was in the Navy, and so I was out there in the 80s. And I went to San Diego Comic-Con in 84, 85, 86, 87. But I went walking up to a table, and there's 2 guys standing there. So it's literally a 6 or maybe an 8-foot table. And there's 2 guys standing there, and I felt bad for them because nobody was talking to them. And they had the first 3 issues of their comic book in front of them.
Oh my God. I know.
They had number 1, number 2, and number 3, right? Now here I am, a poor sailor, with $20 as my whole budget, and they wanted $10 for number 1.
Woo!
And
That's
and I'm sure it was a later print. It wasn't first print. But I ended up getting a number 3, having them sign it because I paid cover price for it. And yeah, they both signed it, and I ended up giving that to a friend of mine.
Wow.
But yeah, it was Eastman and Laird.
So he still got it?
He does. Yeah,
That's cool.
He still has it.
Great.
But yeah, I mean, I've been doing this a long time, so it's kind of one of those things that you build up those stories, back when you could buy.
It's really weird because when I was a kid, I always got Wizard magazine, and I would always see advertisements for San Diego Comic-Con, and I was like, oh, this is like a newer thing. And then I get on here on YouTube, and everybody's like, I went back in the 80s and stuff, and I was like, holy crap, could you imagine? Was it really bare bones back then, where it wasn't a whole lot of fan?
It was a lot smaller. I mean, I can remember one of the stories that I always tell about the early San Diego Comic-Cons was I can remember walking down, the aisleway or whatever between the vendors, and Stan Lee was walking towards me, and he's just walking towards me, and I'm not one to bug people if they're just walking around. It's one thing if they're at a table, but I'm not going to bother them if they're just walking around. So I'm walking towards them, and I kind of give them, the head nod or whatever, kind of a, hey, thank you. And he keeps walking, and 2 guys behind me go, hey, that was Stan Lee and Jack Kirby. I didn't even know what Jack Kirby looked like.
Dang. Interestingly enough, I have an interesting Jack Kirby book in front of me. I was gonna say,
here we go.
The Pre-Code Horror. I had no luck at Phoenix Fan Fusion. I did find this. I this isn't Kirby, but this is just a cool book I
Oh,
found.
yeah.
I don't know if this may be Ditko on the cover, and I think there's Kirby inside, or it's the other way around. But I had never seen this.
Oh wow!
So damn cool.
That looks like Ditko.
I want to say it's Ditko, but I know Kirby's on the inside. I was like, they're both in it. That's kind of crazy.
That makes me think of the Tales to Astonish, where they've got
This is
they're fighting Ant-Man, and they got the eraser guy, or Giant Man. They got the eraser guy, right?
Yeah, I know. I got that vibe too, and it's funny you say that. I had a Tales to Astonish lined up to show.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
That stain is a mother effer, but it's cool. And then this one was
What's up,
kind of
Spidey?
funny. I was at con and I let this book go, and it sold within the day, and I was bummed out about it. It wasn't that expensive, and then I found it again at the con, and it was cheaper. So I said I'm not gonna let it go.
Reptilicus.
Man, so I was really stoked about that. Not pre-code horror, but it was just really cool books.
Cool colors on that one.
I know, ain't it
Yeah,
great? Yeah.
that's great stuff.
Oh, yeah. To meet Jack Kirby, I mean, wow, that would be something just to walk by him and be in his presence. I can't even think about it. It's great.
Yeah. I mean, it's funny. I mean, I was so poor back then. I couldn't afford to get, stuff to autographed and things like. I mean, they didn't charge back in the day. They didn't really charge, but you had to wait in line, and it was like one of those. I'll catch him next time, and of course, it never happens.
Yeah.
But my very first con experience was 1980, and I grew up outside of Pittsburgh, and the big book for me was X-Men 94. So I went there and I found a mint copy of X-Men 94, and I paid $60 for it, and I had Len Wein and Dave Cockrum autograph it.
Jeez.
And they're handling it. They're rough. They're not handling it like, oh, hey, I just paid $60 for that. I'm a kid. I'm 16 years old, and I just paid $60 for this thing. And I got it home, and then I opened it up, and I really started looking through it, and I realized that somebody had hit the spine ticks with a marker.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, oh man, live and learn.
Yeah.
But it makes for these good stories, and I think that's
It does, and I've been telling it for 40 years.
I think that's awesome. The books come with stories attached to them, and that makes them a little more valuable to you or to other people just to hear the stories.
Well, that's the best part of this this hobby is talking to people and seeing what they do. I mean, two of you guys, Ross and Dope Comics, I'm not familiar with you guys. I just happened to jump on because Tyler was going live, but nice to meet you guys, and looking forward to hearing some of your stories. I'm already seeing the EC and the horror vibe, so I'm good, man.
Yeah,
I'm probably about to start hitting the horror stuff up next year because I'm just missing out on too much good stuff. But it's hard to find around here, man. Like
it's hard to find anywhere.
Yeah, anywhere.
That's why I like it, though. Yeah, you got to hunt for it. Yeah, that's like with cards. You get on there on cards, and you look on eBay. There's 3 pages of something they call rare, but when it gets to stuff like that, you won't find any.
Yeah.
There's some books I might find once or twice a year, maybe not even that. When you see them, you got to jump on them.
I don't do cards, but a friend on Facebook just sent me a box yesterday. Hey, I know that guy.
Nucci.
Man, I said try living in Australia. There's nothing.
I wouldn't be able to, man. That would be the bugs alone would just grab me up the wall.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah,
I've seen some of them. No thanks.
I seen a reel on Instagram where this guy was watching a video of this lady in Australia, and she was like, "So, in Australia, when we encounter something like this, the best thing to do," and she turns her phone around, and there's a filing cabinet in her office, and you see these big legs sticking out from behind it.
What?
She was like,
Nah.
Just keep an eye on him. and leave him to eat because he eats other things that are there. And the guy's like, eats what other things? Your cat? Like, Christ. And I was like, yeah, that's something you kill it with fire. And I tagged Simple Simon, Whack Comics, and Mad Spidey in it, and was like, is this true? Like, you guys just leave those things in the room with you and stuff? He was like, well, we Mad Spidey was like, well, most people try to just catch them and then let them outside. And I was like, yeah, no. Where's my gat? Like, oh, you
Yeah,
might
watch
watch a spider as
cat
big as
go
your
out
hand.
Scorpion stuff. It's
Dope
crazy.
Comics. The guy sent me a box of comic books, and I mean they're coverless, they're beat up, all that stuff. But he threw in a bunch of cards too. He goes, "My wife's making me get rid of all this stuff, so here, you take it." And then it was a Johnny Bench, a Pete Rose, a few other like some football cards. You know,
Yeah.
from all of it's from the 76 to 78 seasons.
Yeah, that's the good stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you know, I mean, they're not great. I mean, they're in good condition. They're not tens, but you know. So I went to the shop today and bought sleeves and bagged them all up. You know.
Even when I was young, though, I've always liked stuff older than me. You know, I just like anything old. It wouldn't even have to be valuable. Just anything old I like.
Yeah.
So, I would buy new cards and stuff and trade them for old cards. People at my school, and they wouldn't even be good players. I just like the old stuff. So
Yeah.
I recently interviewed Ron Holzner from the Skull, and he was like, "I have an antique taxidermy collection," and I was like, "What is that?"
Sounds like my dad.
And he was like, and he was literally walking around. He's like, "Yeah, this stuff be sitting on the side of the road." Like, yeah, and people don't know it's like from the 1940s, 50s, 30s. They don't know, and they just throw it out, or either that or I'll run across it at like antique stores or flea markets or something like that, and it's ridiculous. Like all the stuff he had like all kinds of crazy animals that I was just
My
like,
dad used to have a squirrel that had the biggest nuts I've ever seen, man.
oh,
That's a skit.
that's clip. That's
That's
clip.
a clip. That's skit.
That's clip. Oh,
Man. Let's see.
So what are you up to, TM?
Not much. Was on Cover Slingers earlier. Lost this asshole up there, and that's about it.
I'm winning by pure luck. Like I'm literally just holding up books that I have in my collection that I like, and it just so happens that Matilda likes the color purple, or she likes, oh, I like the way, so and so looks on the cover, or like, something like that. And I'm just like, man, I'm just getting lucky.
I blame her. I blame her right there. K-pop.
So I also got this. Where am I at here? Somewhere on the side here. I also got this in the mail since Rob Fatstacks is watching. Bought some.
Oh, he's long gone by now.
Yeah,
I showed up and he left.
Got this off of his store. Had to. I'm a huge coffee nut. I love coffee. Coffee's like my favorite drink of all time. I can drink it during the day.
You haven't had coffee until you've had Tim Hortons, buddy.
Oh, trust me, I've had some good coffee. So had to get the Rob Fatstacks coffee mug. I like coffee, comics, whiskey, and maybe 3 people.
Maybe 3 people.
There we go.
So yeah, had to get that. So I'll enjoy a cup out of that tomorrow when I wash it first, because I don't know what warehouse it came from. I know warehouse workers get disgruntled sometimes. Maybe it's some dude's last day.
Do you have a favorite kind of coffee?
You
got a favorite kind of coffee?
I've been drinking this company called Pure Roast from California. It's like organic, low acidic. They do make flavors, but they have one called the what is it? Is it Lost Age or something like that? It's basically cowboy coffee. It's the strongest shit I've ever drank. Like it's really strong, and it's like the Lost Age blend or something like that. But I've been drinking their coffee for a couple of years because I got an ulcer a few years ago, and they was like, "You can't drink coffee," and I was like, "Well, just shoot me now." And they were like, well, they do make low acidic coffee. You can probably drink some of those. And I was like, all right. So I got home and looked it up, and Death Wish is low acidic. I didn't know that. And I found Pure Roast, so I started drinking their stuff. But I mean, now I've started going through and just like shopping on like Amazon, like trying to find any weird brands that I've never seen before. Rob Fat Stacks turned me on to some stuff. I'm trying to get a couple pounds of it, and it's like a Kona blend that, like, you know, he like the guy, you have to go to a website to get it. It's the only way you can get to it, and it's this guy who runs his website. He owns a place where he grows it, and it's like, you know, only it tells you what area it's from and all that good stuff. So I'm probably gonna get some of it.
Sound like Jack
Is
Nicholson
any-
with that stuff that, you know, like the monkey's got to poop or something.
We got a warehouse around here that's got like barrels, and they're all different blends of coffee. And you can take the top up and get a scoop, and you put it in like a paper sack, and you can like mix your own blends, or just get straight Colombian or straight, you know, whatever you want. And it's pretty cool because they make their own blends for their restaurants around here. So, but I'm a big hazelnut guy.
I love hazelnut. Yeah.
Does
I don't
anyone
want any
drink
of that flavored stuff.
I've been dabbling now in matcha, making my own matcha tea. I don't know if anyone drinks that. Really good.
I've never tried it. I just recently started drinking that was it kombucha stuff?
Kombucha, yeah.
Yeah, I started drinking it. Matter of fact, I might go crack one open right now. I got this stuff called Old Anchor.
All right.
And I was just like, yeah, I'll try it. I was like, people said it helps your, you know, it makes you feel your gut feel better. I was like, oh, I'll buy a bottle of it and I'll drink it. And I drank it. And I think it was like the next day, by the next day, I felt like I was like 5 pounds lighter. And it
Put a seatbelt on the toilet.
Has anybody tried that coffee on comics, like that coffee blend that's going around? Like Bueller promotes it and Bullseye Bob. Has anybody tried those yet?
I haven't tried it, but I've seen. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I need to get some.
What is matcha?
Matcha is like a green tea
It's a tea.
extract, just the powder of it. It's kind of a healthier substitute if you're gonna go with caffeine. If you get the right brand of it, I guess, because a lot of matcha brands will add shit to it. So I don't know. I enjoy it. I just heat up milk and put it in there, or almond milk. So it gets me going.
You ever drink that bubble tea?
I love bubble tea.
Yeah, my kids do all of that
My
stuff.
wife drinks it all the time.
Absolutely. Yeah, I like it. I don't get it all the time, but if I see one near me, I'll get one. So, but coffee, I mean, like you
You're
said,
sleepy reader.
gotta have something.
Yeah, I've known Damien for a while. Damien, well, I'll just do it now. I'll drop the link in case you want to jump in.
I'm just sitting here and I'm realizing I picked up these 2 books. These came in this week. This is
oh man, that's my stuff right there.
there's a Thor 199, and this thing, man, for 20 center, this thing's like a 9.4.
Oh my god, that is nice. That's crispy.
And this Captain America, same thing, man. It is like no corner problems. They're perfect. So I snagged those up this week. But yeah, Bronze Age stuff is just starting to dry up too.
Yeah. Can't get silver, they go bronze.
May I make a recommendation? I think you should start showing more DC on your Instagram.
Oh, TM, man, I am not a DC. I sent you half my DC collection, man.
He was just telling me today, after Cover Slingers, about Animal Man, and he was describing it to me. And I was like, man,
I do got some Marvel.
There you go.
Look at you. There you go.
Oh, let's see here.
I'm more DC.
Hang on a
I'm a big
second.
Batman guy.
I might be able to find something here.
I'm about to say I'm more Marvel, but I've been getting a lot of DC lately.
Or you could just apparently they didn't like this on Cover Slingers, but it's like a John Byrne cover, and it's the JLA and Doom Patrol on the same cover. So you got Elastic Girl up there, you got Negative Man, you got Robot Man, and then all the JLA like John Stewart, Batman, The Flash. Nobody liked it. It's a John Byrne cover.
Tough crowd.
Yeah. Here's I won this off of Only Sides a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna read it probably tonight. The Incredible Hulk number 316. And it's a John Byrne issue, and I didn't know that until somebody, I think Comic Journey, pointed it out. He was like, "Oh, that's a John Byrne artwork," and I was like, "What?" And I did like that and looked, and sure enough, John Byrne. And I was like, "Man, I already know. I'm gonna read this, and then I'm gonna be like, well, I'll just get some John Byrne stuff." And then I'm like, well, if I get
Glenn,
that,
to answer your question, it's 99. Issue 99, JLA.
oh, okay.
So I don't have enough DC comic books. I literally put them in boxes that are marked DC. So there's a Weird Adventure comics that's signed by Mike Grell.
Oh, with Spectre.
Yep.
Spectre.
Nice Spectre cover.
You're good, Art Timothy.
I think I keep digging in here. I'm gonna find. I've got all that weird stuff like Bob Hope and Jerry Lewis.
Oh, are you serious?
Oh yeah, I love that stuff. Are you kidding?
Well, I have boxes. Like I have a DC box, and then I have an Outsiders box, a Batman box, Harley Quinn, Robin, the Swamp Thing, Teen Titans, Justice League, and Suicide Squad boxes. So like, yeah, I have a lot of. Oh, and Eclipso boxes.
Dang, you have full boxes
Good.
on the clip though? That's crazy.
No, it's not a full box. It's like half a box.
Okay. That's still good organization.
Here we go.
Yeah.
How about Adam #1?
Hell yeah.
I've actually got almost a whole run of this book. I traded off all my guitars for
That's gonna start a conversation too.
yeah. I traded off a whole guitar collection for some books. I got first appearance. Well, what Journey into the Mystery, the second issue with.
Oh wait, hold on. Do that again, Dope. What y'all want to see?
Wow.
There you go. There you go.
I was not expecting that. That's crazy.
All
right.
Dude, you missed it last night when low grades went off. Me and Art Chemist and Bub's World talked for like an hour because we all started like talking about musical equipment and started showing to each other.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, you need it? All right.
There you go.
Ooh. Here you go. You can take it.
All right, so
Yeah, I traded a first Jane issue, a bunch of Submariners. I got a Submariner #2 and a 9.2. A bunch of stuff for like a Gibson Les Paul Gold Top and Fender Telecaster.
So we got the big dogs on the show tonight, Tyler. It's like,
Hey man, I got Bugs Bunny #1.
Where's Roscoe when you need him?
Oh my
Captain
God.
Carrot and Amazing Zoo Crew.
Oh, that is sick. Like both of those are sick. What you just said and what you just showed.
the cool thing I like about this one, this is the Joker in the 48 states. So you can see he's on the cover of each state back here. And then we didn't even have 50 states yet. So
Lost Ross.
Yeah, he'll be back.
Oh, he'll be back. Or he got bored with the DC stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
See, I'm not a Superman fan, but I've been seeing so many Superman covers lately that I want to get.
this is #4 here.
What?
Yeah, that was Batman 4 too.
Almighty.
Wow.
This is Superman 8.
Serious.
Wow.
Show off some Superman covers. This is not a Superman cover, but this is.
I got some old Captain Marvel.
Look, I'm just gonna put us all up. There you go. That's the easiest way to do it.
There we go. Man of War. This is Captain America and Superman amalgam. It's signed by Mark Waid.
There we go.
There's a very well loved Beverly Hillbillies Dale 12 center.
There you go.
So I love how we're just like, you know what, we're just gonna start flexing on each other and just
Yeah.
It's like, oh yeah, you're showing that? I got this.
So this is the program from SC Comic Con for 2015. But I went through, and everybody who did a piece of art in it, I got them to sign it. And one of the guys I met was about 90 years old. And I walked up to his table, and nobody, like you said, nobody was at his table. Nobody was paying him any attention. And I walked up to him and I said, "Sir, would you sign my book?" And he said, "I sure will." And it was Alan Bellman. So he signed it up underneath there. And it's like the whole Captain. He worked on Captain America back in the day, and it's a picture of Cap punching Adolf Hitler, and it says Nazi swine on it, and he signed it. And I was so pissed that nobody was at this man's table. I got Sanford Green, who did Bitterroot, sign it. Let's see. Megan Hedrick, she's been doing some variant covers for Marvel here lately. She signed her Kitty Pryde that she did in here. It's got Joey Weisner. I just went through and got everybody, and it's got like all kinds of comic shops and stuff like that, and it just shows where everybody's at and stuff like that. So couldn't pass a chance. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do this and see what I can get done out of it. I think that's it. I think that's everybody in it. But yeah, I had to get Alan Bellman sign it because I was just like, how many times am I going to meet him and get him to have anything for him to sign? Because I definitely don't have any like post-war World War II friggin' Captain America stuff. I just got a whole bunch of DC from Brian LCS. He sent me a bunch of JLA books, but they're like 2000s, somewhere around there. But I didn't realize they were all George Perez covers. And they're like Justice League of America, Justice League of Amazon. So it's all female one. Justice League.
We know how much you hate the Justice League, so you can just send them to me, buddy.
I actually haven't read them yet. I'm going to read them and get into them. Justice League ? I don't even know what that is, but it looks like,
Oh, there we go.
Oh,
You should big screen him.
Oh, let me. Oh, wrong person. There we go.
There we go. I know Glenn is in the chat now. Like Glenn is full turgent.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah, Glenn's got a chubby now. That's what he says. Yeah. Yeah, that's the only really old book I think I have is that Beverly Hillbillies, but it was for $1. It is beat to death. But I was like, you know what? I'm not leaving this here for $1.
I got a pretty sexy demon cover. Just saying.
Oh yeah, there it is.
That one's number 6.
That's serious.
That one's number 9.
That is craziness.
And that one's 11. I try to collect all the yellow covers.
They all look alike, that yellow cover with
Yeah,
Superman,
that's what I go for, the yellow covers. So
there he is. What's up, Art Chemist?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
No more screaming like a pterodactyl.
Yeah,
Throw
man.
this one up there. There we go. Hey, I know where that came from, Travis.
I've been trying to get one of those, man.
I wonder where it came from.
Yeah.
I wonder.
That's
I was
beautiful.
listening to Big Daddy talk about the stuff he done traded. I like, oh man. Then I seen Dope's collection of guitars over there on the side. I like, damn.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah, and the weird part is I'm buying guitars right now. I'm like buying,
Look, I'm gonna show you the one that I built. Dust this thing off real quick.
just yeah, we'll also guitars. Let's do it. Let's go from comics to guitars. Oh, you
There
got a
we go.
Razorback. You have a Razorback with a
yeah.
What? Oh my God! Hold on a second. Let me make you big.
Remember
That is ridiculous.
the EMGs that I was telling you about?
Oh
And then you
man.
got Cheech when he was on Cheech and Chong.
Yeah.
And then you got
Nice.
Very
Black Label
cool.
Society. Black Label Society.
What kind of top is that? You know? What kind of wood?
Maple.
Oh.
Yeah, it's great. And then
This is the only one I got for right. Oh
you
man.
got the cage right there for chemists.
That an EMG 81 in that thing?
Yeah, 81 and 85.
Yep.
Gotta have that.
Yeah.
That's a shred machine right there.
Wow.
That's
But
the only one I got right now. I got my Epiphone Les Paul. That's the only one I got right now. I need to get I want a white one too, and then I want a Strat and a Telly, and maybe some kind of V or Explorer. Probably I'll end up getting a V. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got right now.
You know, you're talking about that white Les Paul. I saw Randy Rhoads a month before he died.
Oh man.
wow. Yeah, some cool stories, man. Big Daddy.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
I'm old.
That's all right.
I hate how much what was his name? Brent Gillis? Who was touring
Brad
after-
Gillis.
Yeah. I
Brad-
hate how much
yeah.
hate he got, man, because he stepped into them shoes.
He didn't deserve that, you know, but I mean, Randy, you know, oh man, I don't know if you guys have seen it, but I think on Netflix
You're good.
there's a video, I mean, you know, a thing on Randy, and I've never seen that much live footage of him, but you know, it's just weird that time frame. There's just not a lot of footage of Randy playing guitars, and actually,
Dude.
the guitar player that was in the band that I was in high school, he was a huge Randy Rhoads fan, and I was, like I said, I grew up outside of Pittsburgh. Well, Ozzy's playing Pittsburgh in February, and Randy was giving a guitar tutorial at a guitar store in, you know, like McKees Rocks or some, you know, suburb of Pittsburgh. And we were going to skip school and go, and for some reason we didn't. And you know, we could have actually been there when Randy was given a guitar tutorial. But yeah, we saw him that night, and you know, and then a month later, you know, the plane crashed. But
Some of those guitar store like tutorial stories are some of the greatest things I've ever heard. Like Dime showed up and did one because Randall, it was in his contract with Randall, and so he had to do them at all these stores and stuff. So basically, he would just stand up there with his guitar on him, with a beer on his amp, and he'd be like, "So what do you guys want to fucking know?" Like just
Yeah, I watched that one. That was
and
cool.
people would ask him, "How do you do squeal?" And he was like, "Oh, that's a piece of cake. You just pitch a harmonic, and then you just pull up on your trim system."
Yeah.
And then he did it, and he was like, "Yeah, that's not hard. Like it's nothing magical or anything like that. It's just technique." And I think Kerry King from Slayer did one, and Kerry literally would be like, "All right, so I hate doing these things because I'm no guitar teacher. So how about this? You guys come up and you like, like ask me anything you want to know, or you come up and play a Slayer song for me, and I'll tell you if you're close, what you're doing different." And this guy got up and started playing Seasons in the Abyss. And when the guy got done, he was like, "That's actually really, really close." He was like, "There's this one part that you did where I do this." And he just showed the guy what he did. And the guy was just like getting a live guitar tutorial from
that's awesome.
And Carrie's like, "Because I'm no teacher. I don't know. I don't have the patience for it. So you guys just tell me what you want to know and I'll show you." Like, and play his rig and everything. Like, I was like, "That's crazy."
I've got a friend that was born where I was. I was born in the northern panhandle of West Virginia, basically the middle finger. But he moved to Anaheim when he was a teenager, and Dimebag used to hang out at his house. He's a real good guitar player, so he knows he knew Dimebag personally. But yeah, I mean, I had in high school, I was that guy like in Fast Times at Ridgemont High. I sold concert tickets, so I had 28 tickets for Van Halen. So I got to see Eddie, and yeah, I saw Queen and a lot of those bands. But helps to be old.
I told Bat Mike last night when I saw Cheap Trick at Carolina Rebellion, I was standing there in a Megadeth t-shirt watching Cheap Trick play, and people were just looking at me like, "You like Cheap Trick?" And I was like, "Yes, of course I like Cheap Trick." Like,
right.
I listen to Megadeth, but I also listen to Cheap Trick. It's not weird. Like, I watched
Yep.
ZZ Top play wearing a Slayer shirt, and people were just like, "That's weird." That's not weird. It's ZZ Top. Like that's the guy that Billy Gibbons is the guy that these guys looked up to. So
Yeah, ZZ Top's one of the only bands I ever walked out on.
What? What happened?
well, tell
They
that
good
story.
music.
Leonard Skinner was on a double headline with them. I don't know what's going on with my camera here, but Leonard Skinner was on a double headline with them, and they played Freebird, and then ZZ Top takes 45 minutes to do the change over the stage, and they come out playing Rough Boy. I'm like, really? This is so. But come on, man, what's up with this?
It's that autofocus.
Yeah, something's screwing up with it. I'm still playing with this stuff. That's why I said this is like my 4th time live.
Guys, it's been nice meeting all y'all, but I think I got to run too.
All right. Take
y'all
care.
later.
Nice meeting you. Beautiful
Nice meeting
books, man.
Thank you.
Great books. But one day we need to see that guitar collection.
Yeah, really.
See them, we'll get
them
on
out
there
of
and do
those
it.
cases.
We'll do it. See ya, bro.
Peace.
Take care. Yeah, Tyler. There you go.
Oh yeah, I think the facsimile of that's either coming out or they're just put one out. I'm probably gonna grab it because I know I can get
And
it.
there's First Scarecrow.
Oh, first Silver Age, yeah, nice.
And I think this is what, second Penguin?
Yes, yeah, or either
That's a cool
Something
books,
like
man.
that.
first Silver Age or something like because these were all.
It's not
gold
First
age.
Silver Age because there's a dragon on that cover. I know.
Yeah, like
looking-
a lot of these villains were like a lot of these villains were Golden Age, and then they went over to Silver Age, and they hadn't showed them in a while. They were coming up with new villains, and then they brought back the old school.
Yeah, just looking for some DC books because people are asking. All right,
Oh,
what
man.
is up with this camera?
It's probably the.
Wonder who
the
was
ring-
asking.
the
I'm
ring
gonna
light.
unplug and replug here.
No, it's probably the ring light to your right. It's probably too close. It's probably trying to focus on that.
Let's see.
Cool collection. It's crazy how he traded guitars for books. I wonder what kind of guitar he traded for the books that he traded.
Oh my god!
I traded a Gibson Les Paul Gold Top.
All right.
I traded an Epiphone Les Paul Deluxe that was a what they call a Desert Burst.
All right. Wait,
Hey,
like 34? What years were they?
It was
70s?
80s. Yeah,
80s?
no, it was
Okay.
80s. And then let's see here. I also had all right, at least that's my computer camera. I also traded a let's see, a Fender Telecaster. I think it was a 56 Repro.
Okay.
So it's that, butterscotch.
Yeah,
Tom Petty, Bruce
that's the one I want.
Springsteen.
Butterscotch with the black
Yeah.
card. Mm-hmm.
Yep, that one. So I cut all those loose, and I mean I did really well. I got the first Jane Foster. I got a good run of Submariners. Almost a complete run of Adams. And just a whole slew of other stuff. But
That's cool, man.
I'm just not playing. I've got a little Ibanez shred guitar, and I've got an acoustic, an electric acoustic, and then a modeling amp. And I got to say, I don't think I picked up a guitar in 3 years. So it's kind of like I'd rather have comic books.
Same here. I still got my collection.
Yeah.
But Dope had a crazy. It looked like you remember back in the day when you went to school and you go to the music class and you open up the drawer full of instruments. That's what it looked like when you panned the camera.
Yeah, we didn't have guitars and electric or in school school when I was a kid.
They didn't
He
have it
played
in high school either.
Trumpet and shit.
Yeah. The closest they had at my school, a lot of the guys who played guitars, especially the guys in metal bands, it was really funny. A lot of the guys in the metal bands found out there was a piano class. So they started playing in the piano class because it taught them how to read music and taught them music at the same time. And they just translated that over to guitar. When you said something about Dime being in Virginia, being around that way, apparently like a bunch of musicians have like homes everywhere. They just don't have like houses in LA or something like that. They'll have houses everywhere. And my old guitar player, his cousin lived in Virginia, and every summer he would go visit his cousin for like, a few weeks or whatever. So he comes up one year and his cousin's like, "You're never going to believe this." And he's like, "What?" And they get in his cousin's car and they drive, around for a little bit. And his cousin pulls up and stops in front of this house. And on the mailbox, it says Grohl. And he was like, "No way." And he was like, "There's only one way to find out." And he was like, "No, we're not." And he was like, "It's either him or it's not." And so like they got out and they walked up to the door and they knocked on the door. And like, sure enough, Dave opened the door and he was like, "Hey guys, what's up?" And they're just stunned. Like they don't know what to do after that. They're just frozen. And he was like, "You guys okay?" And they were like, "Yeah, man, we're just really big fans." And like, we didn't believe it when we seen the name on the mailbox and we just wanted to say, "Hey." And he was like, "I appreciate it." And they were like, "All right." And he was like, "All right, see you later." And he just shuts the door back on and they're just both standing there just dumbstruck. And then they just turn around and walk back to the car. And they were like, "We just met."
That's wild.
Like, I was like, "Dude, the only thing you said, and they were like, we didn't know what to say. Like, I mean, it's Dave Grohl. What do you say to him? He's been in Nirvana. He was in Foo Fighters at the time. Like, he was like, what do you say to him? Like, and I was like,
I totally get that. I met Ace Frehley and I did not know what to say to that guy. I met Philly Anselmo. I met Peter Criss, Dee Snider.
Oh, that's nice. Did you see their documentary on Netflix that they had for the longest time about Twisted Sister?
No.
I didn't realize they started in the early 70s. They've
been around a long time.
Bar band.
So when I met Dee, it was emotional. I'll just leave it at that because I was I don't know if this happened 20 years ago, so I don't know if you're familiar with it, but Great White played here in Rhode Island at the Station nightclub.
Yeah.
And they had a big fire and 100 people died.
Yeah.
And I was almost there that night. And me and several of my friends were talking like, "Hey, let's go." And we're like, it's late, blah, 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 blah. It's a work night. It was a Thursday. And that literally is a mile from where I work. So I was going to go. And Dee Snider did a fundraiser for all the people that survived.
Yeah.
So that's actually what we ended up talking about. I ended up talking to him for about a half hour about that. But yeah, that was an emotional conversation there.
That documentary was ridiculous because I was just like, I never realized they started as Twisted Sister in like the early 70s and then or in the 70s or whatever, after they had seen like glam was starting to be a big thing.
Right. You'd have the New York Dolls, right?
Yeah, Ziggy Stardust was a thing. Lou Reed, they liked all that stuff and this, that, and the other. So they started playing, and they played throughout the 70s and just could not. And it seemed like every time they almost got signed, something horrible happened. A guy literally flew from Europe to sign them to a European record label. He saw the band play. He said, "This is great. I'm going to make you guys the next biggest thing. You're my biggest priority." They gave him demo tape. He was supposed to fly back to the record label and pitch it to like the heads. But he was like, "I'm going to make this happen." And they were like, "Okay, cool." Guy gets on the plane and has a heart attack on the plane and dies. Wow. Nobody at the record label ever got the tape. And like they had literally, by the time they did get signed and a guy told them, "Hey, deal's already done. You guys just sign on the dotted line. You're going to be famous," all this other stuff, blah, 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 blah. By the time like that happened to them, They were like, yeah. And he was like, well, act a little excited about it. And they were like, look, you don't realize this has happened like 5 times already. And until we go on tour and sign the paperwork, we're not getting excited. Like, this just broken our hearts too much. Like, I was like, dude, what's his name? Glenn said he got some signatures. He met Simon Beasley, Alan Grant, John Wagner, and Leonard Nimoy. Let's see. Got them to sign Judgment on Gotham, and Leonard Nimoy signed it, I Am Spock.
Yeah, I've seen Nimoy at Rhode Island Comic Con before he passed. I met George Takei, and it was funny because a friend of mine had hit me up. This was late 80s, early 90s. A friend of mine hit me up and he goes, hey, I'm going to a comic book convention. You want to come with me? I can't get anyone to go. I'm like, yeah, sure, I'll go, you know. Well, it wasn't a comic book convention. It was a Star Trek convention.
Oh.
So Nimoy's there. I met the guy that played Dr. Smith on Lost in Space.
Oh, nice.
The big one was Yvonne Craig, who played Batgirl in the original 60s Batgirl.
Oh, nice.
She was so hot. And she was so nice, you know. But anyway, there ended up being like 2 comic book dealers. I'm like, dude, really?
GalaxyCon happened like a few weeks ago in Raleigh, and I really wanted to go just to literally meet Captain Kirk.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Oh, what's his name? What's his real name?
We're a brain spasming here.
Oh my God, I can't believe I can't remember his name right now. Somebody help me in the chat. That's what the chat's here for. William Shatner. Yeah, and I literally just wanted to meet William Shatner. But
most people refer him to as the Shat.
The Shat, you know, right? So, but I had no idea. Like, I literally would have just met him. Like, I mean, I don't have anything he could have signed. Like, I'm not a huge Trekkie. I watched some of the older stuff, but it wasn't like on regular. When I was growing up, it wasn't on regular at all. It was amazing how everybody loved this show, and it was on no channels. Like, I think Sci-Fi, when Sci-Fi first became a channel, they showed reruns of it, but then quickly all the Stargate SG-1 and Stargate Atlantis and Firefly, all that stuff came out. So they started pumping out new content immediately. So like that was my only introduction to it. So yeah, I mean that's probably why because Star Wars was everywhere. It seemed like once a month they were playing the first 3 Star Wars movie on TBS or somewhere. And so
I mostly know William Shatner from Boston Legal, and
I forgot he was on that.
And then a short-lived TV show that, if you guys can find it, I urge you guys to watch it. It's called Shit My Dad Says, and he's the dad on the show.
I remember that. I do remember that show.
Yeah, it was a pretty good show. It was like, I think it only lasted a season though. I think they ran out of material. That's why.
I would love to know what happened to Firefly, because I mean, kids at school who weren't even into sci-fi stuff were talking about Firefly at school, and
that's what got my kids into it.
What channel was it on?
Oh,
me and a friend of mine were talking about this earlier. Like, it was on Sci-Fi, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was on
Sci-Fi. Nothing lasts on Sci-Fi. They cancel things way too quickly, like Firefly, Dollhouse, Alphas for one, and they left that on a cliffhanger. Ton of other shows, man.
Like, and I don't get it, because I mean the teachers were talking about Firefly. Like, I mean, my mom watched it with me and she liked it, and she doesn't like any of that kind of stuff. So like, it was really weird how like they were definitely getting ratings. Had to be, because now I run into people, and anytime I mention Firefly, people are like, "Oh, I love that show. I watched it when it came out." So they were getting ratings.
No, I don't think it did have the ratings at the time. That was the problem.
Oh,
like it became a cult favorite after, you know.
And it'll never come back now. Not after everything that's happened with the creator.
What happened with the creator?
You're not in the loop?
No, I'm not in the loop at all.
You didn't get the emails? Okay.
No, I didn't get the emails. Didn't get the
everything that's going on with Joss Whedon.
Oh, yeah. Okay, yeah. Now I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, he's been canceled.
Mm-hmm. Which I didn't know about that until 2 or 3 weeks ago. I'm completely out of the loop. Nobody like.
I think it is relatively new. I mean, probably the past years, maybe 2, but
yeah. It's crazy because like people nowadays just can't, like, you know, I don't know, either their dads didn't teach them, you know, like, you know, how to treat people or something. I don't know, or the Hollywood thing where people just get to Hollywood and their heads just explode.
Yeah, I think it's a little bit of everything. You get those people that you know, have just think hey, I'm untouchable.
Yeah, that untouchable thing. It's just no.
But I mean, you also have to. You've also got those things that, as I sit here and look at Travis with his clerk's hat on, you know, a lot of stuff was not a big deal 30 years ago. You've got to look at it in context as to, you know, it is hard because, yeah, I mean, you're not going to make, you know, Blazing Saddles today.
You can't make it. Can't do it.
It's not gonna happen. You know.
Can't do it. Which is sad because the whole point of that movie was to show how ridiculous that way of thinking is.
Exactly, but it's not going to happen. You know. So, but yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's crazy, man. Like. But it is.
I'm trying to think of what else couldn't come back, like something older that wouldn't fly today.
Oh man, I mean, a lot of Bugs Bunny cartoons. If you watched a lot of the old stuff, some of that stuff wouldn't fly now.
Oh yeah, any of that old Warner Brothers, or was it Warner Brothers?
Yeah, Warner Brothers. Yeah.
Like I remember. Oh man, what was the show that I used to love back in the day? Was it Top Cat? Okay. Dude, I watch Top Cat now, and I'm like, dude, there is so much stuff in here that like I was shocked. I was a kid and seeing it when it was like Cartoon Network was new, so they were playing all that old stuff, and they needed to fill time until new shows came out, and most of that stuff I was just like, dude, I can't believe. I didn't see, like, I didn't realize, I guess, because I was a kid. But
yeah, there's a lot of double entendre and stuff like that because that would play before, you know, movies or whatever on, you know, while the Warner Brothers stuff would play, you know, shorts before movies.
Yeah.
But and Top Cat was early TV. You know, I mean, could you do the Jeffersons now? Could you do, you know, Sanford and Son? Could, you know? I don't even know if you guys know those shows.
Oh yeah. I don't know if you could. It's not even the fact of the material; it's just the fact of the way it was played.
It was presented. Yeah.
You couldn't find another guy who would be able to step into like George Jefferson's shoes and play it that well. Archie Bunker.
Exactly.
And the weird part is every episode of Archie Bunker had a lesson at the end. The one where he found out, like, you know, it was an episode where his daughter and her husband brought over one of their friends, and he was gay, and Archie, you know, was talking smack about him at the bar with his buddies, and one of his buddies was like, you know, all-state linebacker or something like that, and he played a college football, and he was a guy that he really looked up to, and this, that, and the other. And Archie was talking to him, and he was like, Archie, have you ever seen me with a woman? And he was like,
I remember that episode.
Come to think of it, I never have. And he just looked at him, and he was like, oh, oh, and he was like, yeah, and you've been one of my best friends for years. And he was like, so what changes? What's different? And he was
Actually, I've been
like, oh my
listening to a podcast. It's called what was it? It's called I forget. It's like a Boy Meets World podcast, and like because I grew up with Boy Meets World. And now you have like the guy who played Sean, the girl who played Topanga, and the guy who played Eric Matthews doing a show together and reliving the old episodes. And they're like even talking to themselves. So they're like, you know what? Like we wouldn't be able to do half of these episodes like in the first season now because like it went into depth like for a kid show. Like they talked about gun violence and stuff. Like they were like,
they talked about there was an episode where was it Sean's dad was like physically abusing him and stuff like that. Was it Sean's dad? Yeah, it was Sean's dad was like beating on him and stuff. And I can't remember.
He had an alcohol abuse problem. That's why his father had an alcohol abuse problem. And he was really like talking about it.
Yep. And I can't remember that ended up getting resolved on that episode, to be 100%. I think one of the other parents like stepped in or something like that. I
think Corey's mom and dad helped, and then the teacher had taken him in so that way his father could get better, and he would watch him while he got better.
Yeah. They even had a cult episode where Sean joined a cult.
Yeah. There was an episode. There was another episode too that they always had this big guy who's not big anymore. He's like really fit now. He's done lost a ton of weight. He was a big guy who was in Clerks. He was the guy staring at the sailboat.
No, he was in Mallrats. He was the sailboat guy.
Sailboat, yeah. He played in an episode, and his dad was like Vader. And his dad was like a professional wrestler, but he didn't call himself Vader, but it was Leon White Vader. And it was like
Ethan Suplee is his name. Suplee?
And he literally was like, it was an episode basically where everybody thought he was stupid because he just never said anything and stuff like that. But then once they started talking to him, they realized he was just soft-spoken. Like he was really smart and he was just like really friendly, but he just, let people walk all over him. And Vader had to be like, you've got to learn to stand up for yourself. Like, I mean, look at me. And he was like, Dad, I don't want to be, mean to people like that. And he was like, you ain't going to be mean. Just don't let anybody push you around and don't let anybody think you're less than.
I think it was the opposite. Wasn't he supposed to stand up to his dad? Like Corey and Sean were trying to get him closer to his dad.
Oh, yeah. I think that was it. Yeah, I might be wrong. Oh, yeah. I need to watch those episodes. I really do. I love that show when I was a kid. I watched that crap out of Boy Meets World.
It was a great. I'm gonna step out. I'm gonna take care.
Take care, man. Nice meeting you.
What was that?
I think I'm gonna bounce too, guys. Nice talking to you.
Yeah,
we're about an hour and a half in here.
Yeah. All right. Well,
it's nice finally being on stream with you.
Nice talking to you guys.
Really
finally meeting you
face to face, man. It really was. And I appreciate everything you did for me.
All right. Take care, guys.
Peace.
Have a good Saturday night.
You too.
All right, guys. That is it. We are out. Y'all have a good one. Go enjoy some live streams. They're out there.
Yeah, Remy Q is live right now. If you guys want to go hang out over on his stream, they're live right now. I might jump on into the stream, so hopefully see you guys there because Saturday nights are for the community.
Yup. Yeah. See y'all later. Peace.